You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, the woke left has been furious with the salary that Caitlin Clark is actually going to get in the WNBA. She's going to make just a hair over $76,000 for her first year in the WNBA before taxes. Now, it increases each year, but the max fourth year option is something like $97,000. They're furious that Caitlin Clark, who is the biggest name in women's basketball, is only getting that amount. But these people, man, really don't understand economics. Also, they don't realize that the top athletes out there, they make their money that they actually get from the league, their team, whatever. But also, they make a lot of money off the court. Now, LeBron James, if I'm not mistaken, he's making something like $40-something million from the Lakers. But we all know that LeBron James makes way more money than that because of all of his endorsements and businesses and stuff like that. Okay? LeBron James is a billionaire. Now, I'm not going to shed a tear for anybody making $76,000, $80,000 a year. That is above the norm of what people actually make overall. Now, the woke media out there, including Beijing Biden, they want you to cry that Caitlin Clark is only making $76,000. I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. I said it before in yesterday's video, guys, that all of the women in the WNBA are overpaid their salaries. Why? Because WNBA loses money each and every year. They have been losing money for 26, 27 seasons. They have not turned a profit. Now, we'll actually have to see if the Caitlin Clark effect is real, and they can actually flip that around because each year, each team loses something like $10 million. You cannot sustain a business like that. That is the reason why the players don't make as much money as the men. So anybody screaming for equal pay, just not going to happen, man. I mean, the NBA is already helping out the WNBA by subsidizing the league. Without the NBA, hey, there would be no WNBA. It's just that simple. Now, Caitlin Clark, I talked about this a little bit in yesterday's video. She signed a deal with Nike. And folks, we got some of the details, a little bit of details on this, man. And the woke activists, man, they're going to be stunned at the amount of money that Caitlin Clark is going to get from Nike. Let's talk about it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We appreciate the support. So here we go. Check this out. Caitlin Clark's Nike deal reportedly worth staggering amount of money. Can you guys take a guess? Is it $2 million, $3 million? Now we know when she was actually at Iowa, she was already making something like $3 million last year. Now that she's a professional, Nike is about to take care of her. Actually, guys, this thing is like north of $20 million. At least it seems. So we actually got a clip here of Shams Charania right here talking about the deal. He says, quote, "I'm told it's well above $10 million. It's fair to say it's above $20 million. Now, I believe it's actually way above $20 million because when I was actually looking up this, you guys remember Sabrina Ionescu, who actually did a 3-point shootout with Steph Curry? And now, I didn't know who she was. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys didn't know who she was. But in 2020, she actually got a multi-year deal with Nike. Yes, she was the number one pick in the WNBA draft. She got a multi-year deal with Nike. And when I was looking, I heard it was something like $24 million. Yeah, Sabrina Ionescu. Now, nobody knew who she was. Nobody cared about her. But Caitlin Clark is on another level when we're talking about actually marketing. So I'm thinking this thing may be, I don't know, $30, $40 million. I don't know. But let's go ahead and listen in to this clip right here.
So she met with 3 finalists. Under Armour, Stephen Curry was part of that pitch meeting. I'm told the plan in that scenario would have been for her to be a part of Under Armour and Curry brand and possibly wear Curry brand. So Curry brand is basically a standalone, kind of like what Jordan brand is for Nike for Stephen Curry.
Smart by the Curry team, sure.
And so Steph Curry actually FaceTimed into the meeting, talked to Caitlin Clark, talked to her parents.
You got to show up in person, Steph. Like that,
well, he's also got a season.
Seal the deal. Okay,
There's a lot going on.
Got it.
And I think Caitlin Clark, Stephen Curry, this is not the end for them. I think they might be participating in some shootouts down the line.
Oh, fun.
In All-Star Weekend, so we'll see about that. Adidas was another company that met with her. But Nike came over the top, like you said, 8-figure deal. I'm told it's 8 figures. I said it on Run It Back. I'm not a math major. That's $10 million at the least. I'm told it's well beyond $10 million. It's
okay, but 8 figures, there's a big gap there. There's a big tax. There's like 19 tax brackets to 8 figures.
For
so
sure.
we talking.
I think it's fair to say that it's above $20 million. Now, how above is, we'll see once we get the final numbers.
Shout out to her team.
I'm not one to speculate. Yeah, shout out to her team. Think about her business portfolio. Obviously, a lot has been made recently about WNBA salaries. But I will say her business portfolio off the court, she is making significant money off the court. And, to get a signature shoe before you ever step foot on the pro level, that's a big, big deal.
Do we know how long the deal is?
It's a multi-year deal, so it's going to be at least 4 or 5 years. But she had been with Nike for NIL. And so there was already a familiarity there. She wore Nike at Iowa. She's been wearing Nike really all week at all these different things that she's been doing. So
and Prada.
And Prada.
Yeah, so there you have it right there, guys. Caitlin Clark is going to make a lot of money from Nike. Now, that's just one endorsement. I'm pretty sure she has quite a few endorsements and probably more coming away. I mean, she's not going to be living in poverty. Caitlin Clark is, I'm thinking that Nike deal has to probably at least be $30 million. Has to be. She's a much bigger name than Sabrina Ionescu, in my opinion. So I believe that she's going to get paid like that. I mean, no one should be shedding a tear. Nobody should be complaining about the amount of money that Caitlin Clark is getting paid, because she's making a whole bunch of money off the court. Now, I believe one of the reasons why she actually went to the WNBA is because she could have made $5 million from Ice Cube and a Bit 3. I believe Dave Portnoy offered her $10 million. But maybe, just maybe, she can actually set a foundation in the WNBA, because let's just be real. If she actually went to the Bit 3, she would have got destroyed playing against men. Just that simple. But if she can actually grow the WNBA, then that's quite an accomplishment then, because they don't make any money. The league is broke year after year, man. Maybe, just maybe, the WNBA one day, pretty soon, can actually stop depending on the NBA. I mean, right now, the women need the men just to survive. But the woke activists, man, they're acting like men are the problem. Not. It's the men that are actually keeping the WNBA afloat. The NBA players, they're the biggest supporters of the WNBA. And it's about time now that somebody can move the needle. Because in all reality, if it wasn't for the NBA, the WNBA would have folded probably 15 years ago. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.